She gave her business partner her social security number. Big mistake. She trusted her business partner with everything: her clients, her company, and eventually her social security number. That was her first mistake. For 11 years, the two women had built something rare in the construction industry: a female-owned contracting firm that actually worked. The contractor, a licensed structural engineer, had spent 2 decades cultivating relationships with commercial developers across the Mid-Atlantic region. Her business partner handled the financial side: payroll, vendor contracts, tax filings. Together, their firm had grown from a 2-person operation out of a shared office in Delaware to a company generating nearly $4 million annually. By all appearances, they were a success story. Then, in the spring of one particularly brutal tax season, the contractor discovered that 3 credit accounts had been opened in her name: a car lease, a home equity line of credit, a business card with a $40,000 limit, none of them hers, all of them maxed out. The investigation that followed pointed in one direction. Her business partner had access to shared internal document, a legacy HR file from their early days, never properly secured, containing full social security numbers, dates of birth, and personal banking information for both partners. The contractor retained a cybersecurity firm, which traced the unauthorized credit applications to an IP address registered to the business partner's home network. 3 months and $12,000 in legal fees later, she walked into a civil courtroom seeking $237,000 in documented damages: fraudulent debt, destroyed credit, lost contract opportunities, and emotional distress. From the plaintiff's table, the contractor was measured and precise, the way engineers tend to be. She presented a timeline. She presented the cybersecurity report. She presented letters from 2 commercial developers who had pulled offers citing her deteriorated credit profile. Her voice cracked only once when she described calling her elderly mother to explain why her own name had become a liability. "I built that name," she told the judge. "I gave it to this company, and she used it against me." But the business partner had a different story, and she told it without apology. She acknowledged accessing the document. She did not deny that. What she denied was the intent. According to her testimony, the contractor had been systematically underreporting revenue to the IRS for at least 3 years, and had been doing it using the business partner's signature on jointly filed documents. The business partner claimed she had accessed the HR file not to steal, but to gather documentation before reporting the discrepancy to a tax attorney. She had never touched the credit applications, she said. Someone else had. Her countersuit was filed for $712,000, 3 times the original claim, alleging fraud, forgery, and intentional financial harm stemming from the unreported income that now sat squarely on her tax record. The courtroom shifted, and then came the twist that neither side had fully anticipated. The judge ordered a forensic audit of the firm's financial records going back 5 years. What the auditor found was not clean fraud, it was messiness. The particular messiness of 2 people who had never properly separated their personal and professional finances, who had verbally agreed to things they never documented, who had trusted each other so completely that due diligence felt like an insult. The unreported revenue existed, but the business partner had signed off on every quarterly summary without question. The credit applications had originated from the business partner's home IP, but her teenage son's device had been connected to that same network, and his search history told a story the family had been keeping quiet for months. The business partner's own son had stolen the data, not his mother, not her partner. The judge took 2 days to deliberate. She ruled in favor of the contractor on the fraud claim, but reduced damages to $104,000, citing the contractor's own negligence in maintaining an unsecured document with sensitive personal data stored on a shared drive for over a decade. The countersuit was dismissed on the forgery and fraud allegations, but the judge ordered the contractor to cover $18,000 in penalties related to the tax irregularities, which she found were the result of sloppy record-keeping rather than criminal intent. Neither woman won. Neither woman walked away clean. The firm dissolved within 60 days of the verdict. The business partner relocated out of state. Her son accepted a deferred prosecution agreement. The contractor used her settlement to pay off the fraudulent debt and rebuild her credit, though 2 of the contracts she lost never came back. What remained was a question the verdict couldn't answer. When 2 people build something together and stop paying attention, who is responsible for what falls through the cracks? And does it matter if the damage was accidental, if the negligence was real?